Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raucous Caucus, a game show based on the 2016 election on Adelaide's own Channel 44. And here we are, guys. The Australian Financial Review has claimed this weekend that we're at a halftime election cliffhanger. A cliffhanger. Woo, how exciting does that sound? Because it's not. It's boring. It's more like a halftime election. It's beige. They got to pep up, boys. The Prime Minister last week urged voters not to protest vote in order to prevent the chaos of a hung parliament. But Malcolm, to avoid a hung parliament, you weirdly need to grow some balls. They both want more women in sport, which is odd, because neither of them seem that keen on winning. I mean, Turnbull backed the Melbourne Storm to win the State of Origin. And Shorten, he can't name the female captains, but at least he knows whether or not they're even involved. Which is probably more than likely to be a no, because they have a crap ton of childcare to sort out. So, hey, let's sort out our lefts from our rights and meet tonight's teams. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raucous Caucus!
Candidate, a sweet meetup. Incumbent, when your money doesn't come straight in. Party room, where fast food restaurants hold kids' birthdays. Let us decode this week's election with your host, Laurie Bell, and backstabbing backbenchers Mike Klimzak and Pat McCaffrey. Recorded live at the Rhino Room in Adelaide, this is the Raucous Caucus.
Welcome to the Raucous Caucus, the game show that tickles Australia's political funny bone. Coming to you live from the Rhino Room in the heart of Adelaide. Joining me, as always, are our wonderful team captains, promising to save Medicare for the left. Please welcome Patrick McCaffrey. And rabbiting on about jobs and growth for the right. Please welcome Mike Klimzak. And Mike, married, kids, small business owner. You run your own internet provider. Is Malcolm Turnbull your hero?
Say it again. Mufasa.
Each week, our team captains are joined by a special guest from the world of politics or the media. Our first guest for the left is an award-winning stand-up comedian and co-host of The Ice Bath on Triple M. Please welcome Adam Keily. And for the right, he's a legend of Adelaide TV and radio. Please suspend standing orders and go wild for Mark Aiston. Now, Adam, besides being a professional funny bugger, you're an IT whiz yourself. Ever wanted to walk up to Parliament and press Control-Alt-Delete?
Yeah, look, I feel like we did on Saturday, we talked about poo for pretty much 3 segments. So I feel like that's got me in the right frame of mind to talk about politics.
Good game. Mark, you're one of Australia's best-loved sporting commentators. Do you reckon politics would be better if our leaders answered questions like sports interviews?
Oh, absolutely, no question about it. I'd love to see someone like Turnbull win, for example, an Australian Open tennis championship.
Yep. With the exception of drunken neck-licking nights out in Hong Kong, social media is the finest way for politicians to put their foot in a steaming pile of regret. Here's how the game works. We show our team some real politicians' tweets, and they have to guess whose fumbling fingers did the talking. All right, Pat, you and Adam get first crack.
Oh, yes.
Who do you think tweeted this? The truth is like poetry. It's just unfortunate that so many people don't like poetry.
Hold on. Who here does not love poetry?
That's so Pat. Was it A, Family First folk hero, Senator Bob Day? B, Conservative crusader, Senator Cory Bernardi? Or C, the people's poet and the brick with eyes, Senator Glenn Lazarus.
I feel like there are too many long words for Lazarus, so let's knock him out.
Doesn't sound ranty enough for Bernardi either.
I don't know. I reckon Bernardi's a big one for like truth and common sense. I feel like
It doesn't come through in his policy.
Although Bob Day is holding a guitar, and that's
that's
quite Dylan-esque.
I had trouble moving on past that once I saw the guitar. So.
Once you look into his eyes, you just get lost. So what do you reckon?
I think let's go with the guitar.
Yeah, okay. Let's go Senator Bob Day.
Oh, unfortunately, it is Corey Bernardi. Okay, over to you, Mike and Mark. Who do you think was hoping for some sweet retweets with this comedy gem? Cocaine is God's way of telling you that you're making too much money. Is it walking immigration deterrent Peter Dutton? Human headline turned political clickbait Darren Hinch? Or putting the cross back into crossbench, the Christian Democrats SA Senate candidate Mark Aiston?
All right, look, it's way too humorous for the Christian Party. It's
Yeah, good point.
Peter or Hinchy?
I reckon it's Hinchy.
Hinch, we're going to go with Hinch.
I reckon it's, for sure.
Yeah, great choice. It's wrong. Peter Dutton, guys.
Dutton, who's got the cocaine.
Okay, guys, moving on. Pat and Adam, see what you can make of this musical interlude. Sound of Music audition with my youngest daughter. Will they ask me to play Captain Von Trapp? Was it A, always tuneful, Senator Eric Abitz? B, the singing shipbuilder, Christopher Byrne? Or C, Doe, a lot, an awful lot? Is it mining magnate turned political pest, Clive Palmer?
Well, I actually think I might. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Christopher Pine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He's only got one tone. That's true. But I got the first one wrong, so...
I think we're going to lock in Pine.
You going to lock in Pine?
Pine.
Oh, welcome to the scoreboard, guys. Last one. Who was behind this menacing misquote? With a side of fava beans and a nice New England Shiraz. Hashtag Ozvotes. Was it A, Eddie the Everywhere of politics, Nick Xenophon? B, the prime cut of Deputy PM, Barnaby Joyce? Or C, head of Australia's budget raiser gang, Treasurer Scott Morrison?
That's a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't stand out, does it?
Who's going to go with the Shiraz joke over the Chianti? That's the...
Yeah, that's the key, isn't
All
it? I reckon that probably eliminates the guy in the middle of the hat. No real reason I said that.
Yeah. Look, I'm feeling Xenophon.
Yeah, I agree. X.
Yeah, brilliant choice. It's wrong again. It's Barnaby Joyce.
I don't know.
Honestly, you told me you were going to be good at this.
No. You clearly didn't watch last week's episode.
Why are you flavouring that? That's right, it was. It was Barnaby Joyce who twingled the mangled mess after getting name-checked by a tin of baked beans. Hashtag bless. Hashtag life goals. It was all thanks to Deputy PM claiming to be Johnny Depp's personal Hannibal Lecter. Which is ironic because Hannibal Lecter was a genius who couldn't spill the beans and not a tomato man who talked two beans. All right, let's get a little bit of a score check going into this next round. We've got the left on a solid 1 point. One is absolutely enough when the other team is on 0 points. The Senate, unrepresentative swill or the country's conscience. Whether you vote above the line or below the belt, the upper house has been home to some of the country's most colourful characters. The most colourful of all, those wacky independents. Tonight, as always, we're joined by a minor party wildcard who could decide tonight's winner if the scores are locked at the end of the show. Best of all, he doesn't even know what he's standing for yet. Give it up for Matt Vesely! So So, Matt, you're a stand-up comedian and you're a filmmaker.
Yeah, I do make films sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, and, well, we heard that you went to Sundance.
I did get to go to Sundance
Yeah.
last year. It was a really great festival, really exciting place to be. Really lucky to kind of sleep on a couch and get to see the festival there and see all the great filmmakers, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. Sundance. Oh, it's not community TV though, is it? Okay, well, we've given you an envelope, and inside is the name of your party and its platform. Tell us, what are you fighting for?
I'm standing for the Irresponsible Gamblers Alliance, Laurie.
$50 says you don't get through. What's your platform, mate?
We're standing on a few platforms tonight, Laurie. We're standing on no limits on individual pokey bets, TAB in every school, and to retrospectively nullify and criminalise all divorce. You hear me, Pauline? It's my house too!
So it's really great to have you on board. Give it up one more time for Matt. MP and Adelaide's own Nick Champion made headlines recently when he called on a ban on election posters. Great idea. But would pollies be cutting off their nose to spite their face when many voters don't even know them from a bar of soap? Let's find out. Behind a puzzle, we've hidden the face of a well-known MP, if there is such a thing. Each correct answer gets a piece of the puzzle removed and a chance to guess who lurks underneath. Bonus points are up for grabs for early guesses. Teams, Matt, our independent, it's time to test your buzzers. All right, here we go. Just grab your buzzers here, guys. For the right, got these. If you got to check those out.
Good.
I cannot see how this would get annoying.
It's all right, mate. You're not going to answer that many. It's now time to play political cover-up. Here we go. Question number 1. Nick Xenophon refused to wear anything worth more than $100 in a photo shoot for which magazine?
GQ.
Absolutely correct. All right, here we go.
How do you know that?
Who's that?
Was that the snorkel outfit from before then?
I have no idea.
All right, cracking start. Let's
Is it a
push
chin?
on.
Or
It could be a chin.
Might be a...
Lee
No, I'm not
Lin
going to
chin?
say that.
No.
Which high-profile politician recently said Pauline Hanson is not welcome back in Australian politics? Yep, over to the left.
All of them.
Particularly Malcolm Turnbull. I
Yeah,
think. It was the end of that sentence. Yeah.
Good teamwork, fellas. It is right. It's Malcolm Turnbull. All right, who's that? Oh, it was a hand.
Oh, thank God it wasn't.
Phil.
Yeah.
So it's a politician with a hand.
Yeah, okay. Well, clearly married as well.
Yeah.
Ring.
Oh, yes.
Let's make a choice.
I don't know.
Brilliant. Okay. Next question. True or false? So you guys could be a shot here. Do you want to go?
True.
True? That's correct.
Well done.
Do you want to know the question?
Not really.
Brilliant. Let's reveal the piece.
Complete hand now, isn't it?
You're very good at this one.
So we also know he has a wrist. Is it Bill Shorten?
Bill Shorten, that
Is
looks
it-
like his hand.
Is it Bill Shorten? No. True or false?
This is your area, Mike.
Yeah,
Go.
we're starting to get the handle on this now.
What do you reckon? Is this one true or false?
Well, I'm not quite up to speed at the moment with sort of looking into the future, but false.
That's correct. Oh, this is telling. Who do you think it is?
Now that is definitely not Shorten's forehead because it's not big enough.
Yeah.
It's got the hair of a nana, so you could be close.
Is it Christopher Pine?
Is it Christopher Pine? Yes. At the end of that round, we have the left on 2 points, and welcome to the game. The right 4 points. Okay, we'll be back after a quick break. You're watching the Raucous Caucus. See you soon. Raucous Caucus live here in the heart of Adelaide. After 2 rounds, our teams are streaming ahead. Patrick and Adam are on a solid 2 points. And Mike and Mark with a comeback on 4 points. Now, Mark Aiston, it's great to have you here. You are a legend of broadcasting, but everyone has to start somewhere. And for you, was it horse racing?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, now, calling a race, was there ever a time that you just went completely blank?
Yeah, there was, yeah. 1983.
Good year?
Yeah, it was a great year for everyone else but me. And Gawler races, about 200 metres after they'd started, and I just lost it completely, lost complete control of what I was doing, lost control of my bowels. No, not really. Anyway, so I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't identify any of the horses. Ray Fewings, who, bless his heart, a wonderful race caller, was in the box with me at the time. He was able to just go over to my ear, and each time I'd say, up toward the home turn and the leader is, he'd go, whoever it was, and then I'd say that name. So no one ever really knew what had happened. And seriously, I mean, it all almost went flawless. And I guess the big advantage for me was that I was only young, and I, you know, for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'd go out trying to pick up girls, and I'd take Ray with me. So if I made a mistake with my words,
Mark Aiston! Now, Adam, working on radio, you probably go through the same thing. What do you do when you go blank on the air?
Radio, we're lucky enough to have a dump button,
Which is sounds
a lot
like
of people think it's just like a reset, but it's just a quick getaway for me to go and have a dump. Just turn that into the excuse for why there was no one there to talk.
Triple M, so I'm guessing it plays a bit of Bryan Adams, a bit of Foo Fighters, gear like that?
Yeah, a bit of Akadaka.
Yeah, nice.
Chisel. People prefer it, actually, if there's music rather than me talking. So.
Adam, Keily, living the dream! Okay, speaking of mouths moving when the brain's not in gear, you guys will love this next game. Well, Australia could only have one politician like Barnaby Joyce. The straight-talking farm boy, so prone to gaffes. His own sheep are scared. He'll give them foot and mouth. The rules of the game are simple. Each team is given a part of a real Barnaby Joyce quote, and it's their job to kick the bull dust, look to the skies, and see if they can make rain from the best our Deputy PM has to offer. Mike, you and Mark get first guess at the bull's weight. What is Barnaby on about here? I'm not going to go home and say, hello, parent-type person, how are you? Is he talking about A, calls to stop using guys to address groups of people, B, his refusal to be photographed with 2 actors who aren't his real parents, or C, his attitude to same-sex couples adopting children?
Oh, gee. That doesn't really leap out at you, does it?
Yeah, no, okay.
What's wrong with your lip?
No. I don't drink enough water.
Well, don't point it out.
I've had 2 kidney procedures.
You're lucky you've got a kidney.
Why are you laughing? It's hurtful.
You guys get we're playing a game.
All right.
I knew we were here for some reason.
Okay.
What is it?
Not B.
Okay.
Guys, is pretty popular right now. I'm feeling...
Well, you're asking me. I've got no idea. You just make
Lock in A, guys.
A.
That is correct!
Yes!
Okay, Adam, see if you can tell us who Bam Bam is babbling about here. I've got 2 blank and only 1 blank. Is he talking about A, 2 bats and only 1 ball? Who's up for some backyard cricket? B, 2 hats and only 1 head. Which hat do you think is best? Or C, 2 turntables and a microphone. Where's it at?
It's better with 2 turnbulls and a microphone.
Yeah. Do you reckon B?
Yeah, he's banging into his hats, isn't he?
Yeah,
He loves his
let's go
hats.
B.
It is indeed. 2 hats and only 1 head. Back to Mike and Mark. What is the joystick on about in this quote? The coalition wants to send a clear message that we stand shoulder to shoulder with A, the Queensland State of Origin rugby team. B, dairy farmers affected by reduced milk prices, or C, members of the Young Liberals who were videotaped chanting, "We're sexist, we're racist, we're homophobic"?
Look, on the inside, the coalition thinks C.
Good point.
But to quote them,
No,
I don't think they're going for
no.
Queensland. I'm thinking B, the dairy farmers.
Yeah, I think you've nailed that one. It's not A.
Brilliant. So that does leave us with B, and it's correct.
Good stuff.
Okay, finally, Pat and Adam. What the flaming oath is this Richie Ditch Polly on about now? We know that the best protection for those girls is that they get themselves into a secure relationship with a loving husband.
The farmer wants a wife.
Is he talking about A, career options for women who didn't graduate high school? B, how to best avoid getting kidnapped by Boko Haram? Or C, same-sex marriage making it harder for women to find a husband?
I feel like I can't talk without getting into trouble on this one. I don't even want to start a sentence.
I'm going to say it's probably C.
Okay.
Yeah, well done, guys. But not well done, Barnaby. It's correct. Not sure Barnaby understands how the whole gay thing works. I've helped a whole bunch of women realise that they don't need husbands. All right,
My
after
wife
that.
says hi.
Yes, she does. All right, let's grab a score check. At the end of that round, the left is on 5 points and the right 6 points. Set the votes, ditch the witch, axe the tax. Who doesn't love a political slogan? When it comes to politics, they're the sausage sizzle outside Bunnings. Oh, that smells good. What's in them? Oh, who cares? Just shove it in my face. But what about the independent parties that don't have a crack team of sloganeers at their disposal? How can they compete with the big end of town? Fear not. Here at the Raucous Caucus, we're here to help. Now, Matt, your party has some interesting policies. How would you sell your platform in just a few words?
Look, to be honest, the Irresponsible Gambling Alliance didn't prepare very well for this segment. Our chairman actually spent the afternoon pawning his grandmother's ashes for dog's money. And our secretary couldn't write anything down because both their hands had been broken by hammers. So, but if I was forced to pick something, I'd probably say something along the lines of "Never cash out."
Brilliant, and that's what this game is all about. Each team is given a real party with real policies, and it's their job to offer up a catchy slogan to sell them on election day. Mike and Mark, over to you. You have the Mature Age Party, and they're fighting for the coconut on the policy Lamington, which includes higher pensions, health clinics for the ageing, and reduced government spending and waste. What have you got?
For higher pensions, I'm thinking fuel the fossils.
Yeah. For all of them, really, buy local, bifocal.
For health clinics, we're not dead yet.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And maybe all together.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Hip hip replacement.
Pat and Adam, I hope you've sharpened your tongues because you're writing a bogan slogan for the Liberal Democrats. This party's all about the freedom, and their policies include the right to carry concealed firearms, raising the blood alcohol limit, and legalising marijuana.
Shut up and take my money. Right to carry concealed firearms. 3-word slogan: secretly shoot Stefanovic.
Legalising marijuana could be marijuana. I forgot the rest.
I think you can do a 3-word slogan as well for legalising marijuana, which is just pot's great. Stoners aren't going to know you've missed the third word.
Recreational marijuana. Why should dying people have all the fun? Raising the blood alcohol limit.
Yeah. I think they want to raise it to 0.08.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah. 0.08, is that a challenge?
Make it home? Of course you can.
Beautiful. Give a round of applause, guys. Okay, Mike and Mark, back to you. The Australian Cyclists Party needs a spokesperson. Can you help them peddle their policies, which include creating a safe cycling network, bike safety helmets optional, and to end violent assaults towards cyclists? Take it away.
Bike safety helmets optional. I mean, what? Like, I don't know, it's like that's like helmets. It's your funeral. You know.
What about one that's not corny and not sort of cliche?
Oh no, these are all corny. Go with that one. Go with that one.
We're outspoken.
Don't fly.
Oh, that's a good one too. We really need your vote.
But the one I like, they want to create a safe cycling network. I think we need to rebrand that. We're going to call that the National Bike Network. It's like the NBN, but faster.
And once again to the left, can you help the former shock jock solve this writer's block? Darren Hinch's Justice Party stands for tougher criminal sentencing, bail reform and marriage equality.
Well, the first two should be close to Darren's heart because he's actually spent some time in jail.
Yeah.
So...
You're in a pinch with Darren Hinch.
Tougher, you could go, if you want a lynch mob, vote the Hinch mob. That might work. Marriage equality. Darren would know a bit about marriage. He's had a few of those. Maybe that's the point. Darren wants a husband. I don't know. He's going to try his luck somewhere else.
Marriage equality could be shame, same. Shame.
All right, guys, at the end of that, we have awarded the left 5 points.
Good slogan.
And we're awarding the right 4.5 points. Matt, how did you feel that went as an independent?
Look, for me, they sort of spoke well, but no one mentioned the odds for the upcoming AFL. I'm a little confused as to what the line is, and without that, I'm nothing. Also, is Jamie from TAB around? I've been waiting here for a long time.
You're watching the Raucous Caucus. We'll be back before you can say double disillusion. See you soon. Back to the Raucous Caucus, the show that's taking off like Bronwyn Bishop on her way to a party fundraiser. Politicians, even if they live in Sydney and the only time their four-wheel drive sees mud is when it's picking up the kids from soccer, when they need to connect with the nation's heart, they all do one thing. Put on a cubra and head for the bush. Tonight, we're doing the same. Our two team captains, wearing the bushman's crown, each have 1 minute to sell a dud policy in a speech so ochre, Peter Dutton would send himself to Nauru. Best of all, our captains have to tackle an issue that's been troubling the other side. Boys, you ready to play a cubra matata? Patrick, you're up first. Tonight is your job to fix the plight of the Great Barrier Reef. After it was revealed, the Australian government forced UNESCO to remove negative mentions of the reef from its recent report. Take it away, Pat.
Okay, full Australian. You can do this. Good morrow. There's been a lot of chatter about this government's AOKing of coal mines up in the north of Queensland, with some drongos suggesting this has caused coral bleaching in the Great Barrier Reef, that it's been turning coral white. Well, poppycock, I say. Poppy dong. I think I'm getting it. What these enviro deals can't get through their skull mullets is that white stuff is valuable, right? Ever heard of white gold? It's very valuable, right? And pretty soon, people will be picking up true blue U-Butte white coral, right? Kids can go to the Gold Coast, go to schoolies, come back with a piece of white coral on their necklace to remind them of the time they made out with Stacey in the back of a paddy wagon, having been arrested for a drunken disorderly. It's the Australian dream come true. And I mean, other white things are expensive and good. Cocaine, for example, and expensive. White privilege, right? That's white and great. That's worth like a 6-figure salary and a life free from everyday discrimination. And this government is doing a lot to protect it. So, in conclusion, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone from a land down under on the highway to hell.
Well, Mike, that was more Aussie than a bing-tang singlet on a beach wedding. See if you can top that. Your topic tonight comes to us from the Labor Party. Turns out these champions of Australian working class love a bargain. And they've been outsourcing their T-shirt printing to Bangladesh. Oh, awkward. Take it away, Mike.
Well, it is a pleasure to be back here in the Canalpin Town Hall. And there's one thing you can always count on Canalpin is the Beryl and Merrill are always going to have enough cups of tea and ice bovos to keep everyone going. They really are. Thank you, ladies. Bless you. And listen, I just want to address some of the news you've been hearing about. Just outrage, it seems, that we would be having our merchandise made in Bangladesh and that being opposed to our position of supporting Australian jobs. Well, that is just nearsighted. I need to again emphasise that we have a multi-pronged approach to stopping immigrants taking local jobs. Using simple market forces, we are A, increasing demand for jobs in Bangladesh, and B, decreasing demand for jobs here in Australia, thereby we're stopping the boats. Is what we're doing. We keep this up, we'll be reversing the boats. Pretty soon, our kiddies will be going into Bangladesh looking for jobs. And good luck stopping our boats, it's got a wing keel.
Okay, Matt, as an independent, what does your party make of this mess?
I confess I missed the beginning of that. I was down at the castle, lost $450 on Look, the Irresponsible Gambling Alliance, we've got many constituents that are very interested in keeping product prices down through slave labour, cheap T-shirts, cheap houses, bootleg alcohol, whatever it is. But I got to say, we're also really big fans of doubling down and hoping things get better, so I think we're going to have to go all in on the coal mines burning up the Great Barrier Reef. Thanks.
All right, well, thank you, Matt. We won't care about your choice. We're actually going to throw it over to the audience now. So, who here thinks that the left had it?
That's it.
And who thinks that the right have taken it away? Okay, at the end of those rounds, we have the left on 10 points and the right 11.5 points. Well, it's been a hell of a fight tonight. But just like Election Day, there can only be one winner. It's time to bring this puppy home in our fast money round. Teams, Matt, Hands on your brothers. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Barnaby Joyce represents New South Wales in the House of Reps. What state did he represent in the Senate?
Queensland.
Absolutely. Which former treasurer was nicknamed the bodyguard at uni?
Sorry, I'm just breaking wind. Keating.
It's Joe Hockey. Yeah, because he got all the girls home safely. Which federal politician has the nickname Albo?
Anthony Albanese.
Absolutely. In 2003, Pauline Hanson served 3 months jail for what?
Electoral fraud.
Yeah, but her conviction was later overturned on appeal. Ooh. True or false, Malcolm Turnbull's...
I love it when you anticipate.
What do you think?
No.
False!
Yes.
Like a discussion about a guess about true.
Who is Australia's longest serving Prime Minister? Yep.
Robert Menzies.
It was! Australia was the second nation to give women the vote. Which was the first?
God.
After you, please.
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Was it New Zealand?
It was! Bob Hawke famously held the world record for drinking...
Yard glass?
Oh, incorrect.
Oh, is it the time?
Yeah.
How long it took?
You chimed in, mate. What's your answer?
False. Go with that one, mate. A yard glass, how long did it take him to scull it?
It was
like 3.3 seconds.
3.4, I think it was.
Way off, 11.
I knew it.
The city of Stonington has a memorial to Prime Minister Harold Holt. What is it?
Is it a swimming pool?
It is.
Beautiful that.
Bam! So at the end of the money round, our scores stand at 14 points to the left, 14.5 points to the right. Now that's pretty close. So I'm gonna let our independent. Do you want to add one magical point? Do you want to actually finally weigh in and have it count?
Look, I'm going to have to give it to the left. That's where my heart is. And I'm going to give it to these boys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Stole it!
I like an underdog. I just wanted to be heard.
What sort of quiz show is this?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please thank our team captains, Mike and Pat. And an extra big round of applause for our special guests, Mark Aiston and Adam Keily. And of course, hanging out in the corner and just being really weird, our independent, Matt Vesely. If you want to catch up on the show or watch it again, visit www.c44.com.au. We'll be back next week, and if you want to be in our audience, visit www.adelaidecomedy.com. My name's Laurie Bell. We'll see you next time. Bye!